24 hours after the UK government officially closes the window of consultation on extending indefinite leave to remain to 10 years, we have a break update. And this update, it could change someone's life. If you know anyone that lives in the UK who doesn't yet have indefinite leave to remain, make sure they see this video. 5 hours ago, the BBC reported that Labour MPs have warned the Prime Minister and the Home Secretary. They said, do not change indefinite leave to remain for migrants that are currently in the UK. They say, do not go ahead with it. If you go ahead, you may be defeated. And also, we have one of the most influential and powerful pressure group in the UK has now taken up this issue, and it is significant. The MPs and peers, they are warning the Prime Minister, say, look, if you go ahead, you may be defeated. Prime Minister Keir Starmer, you're already vulnerable, and this could bring down your premiership if you decide to proceed. We know that the UK government have been having consultation since November till on the 12th of February about extending indefinite leave to remain. They have been speaking with a lot of cross-section of the society on this matter, and this matter has caused a lot of fear and uncertainty in the minds of migrants who felt that they came to the UK on the promise that after 5 years of working in the UK, they will be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain. And most of them have played by the rule. They cannot understand why the government is not changing the rules, and they are saying they are going to apply it retrospectively. They cannot understand. They said this is causing a lot of people sleepless nights. The government is now coming under pressure, and this is huge. In the parliamentary democracy like we have in the UK, it's not absolute power like you have in the presidential system of the government, where the Prime Minister can sign executive order that becomes law. In a parliamentary democracy, the Prime Minister can only act if he has the numbers. And the backbench, they are warning him that if you go ahead, you will be defeated if you try this. This is why this is huge. Now, we also know that nurses are coming under pressure. A lot of them are fearing that this could tear their family apart, especially those that work in the care home. Now, this evening, we have 35 MPs. They put their name on this, and also they are joined by peers, the grandees of the Labour Party. They say, do not do this. If you want to do it, but it must not apply to people that are already in the UK. Do it to people that will come after them. And they said, you do not have the support. And they signed this to the Home Secretary, say, do not do it. Union like Unisom have always been taking on this issue. They said, this plan is going to lead to a rebellion. And we know that the government has already been forced to make 4 U-turns, and which is not good for the reputation of the Prime Minister, who is now regarded as weak if he cannot carry the backbench. MPs and union have warned the current proposal is un-British, will hit social care sector. They are saying don't do it because this is very serious. Now, let us now look. We know that the Home Secretary, when she appeared before the Home Select Committee, they told her, they said about 300,000 children in the UK will be affected if you go ahead with this plan. Think about the impact on this family. Do not proceed. The Prime Minister and the Home Secretary have said we're in listening mode. We haven't made up our mind. We are here to listen to all cross-section of society. We will act in national interest. Why does this matter? Migrants already in the UK plan based on existing law. Changing the rule could disrupt their life. Trust in the system is at stake. We also know that we have groups like Unisom telling the Prime Minister and the Home Secretary, say, look, this will damage morale. It will make it very, very hard for the UK to be able to attract skilled workers in the future, because people will say, A precedent has been set where the government decide to change the rule midway, and people will always have that at the back of their mind that if I come to the UK, tomorrow the government can wake up and change the rule without considering the impact on me. Now, let us now look at the possible impact if the government proceed with this change on the lives of migrants. It could lead to possible staff shortage. This is what Unison and other unions have been warning. Pressure on the government, lower morale among staff, economic strain, and risk of disruption. In case you are wondering, why is Frank dressed like this today? Sir Richard Ratcliffe said, immigrants have colonized Britain. So as part of the colonization week, I am not therefore coming out with my traditional attire as a chief from Nigeria. So this is the culture that we are taking to mainstream. So don't be surprised if a lot of English will start answering names like Babatunde or another African name, because according to Jim Ratcliffe, we have colonized the UK. Let's go on to other issues, how this matter will affect immigrants. We also know that trust in migration system may be shaken. Political division in Labour Party will widen. We also know that risk of legal and parliamentary challenges, it's high. We also know that growing uncertainty among migrant community about this issue. UK global reputation of being a fair society could be affected. Let us now check the view of people online. This gentleman said, Mahmoud and Stama are destroying the whole country for your children. This summer, so be safe, people, as your country is being destroyed and stolen by Labour politicians who are lining their own pocket at our expense. This one said, there are countless of homeless people across the UK, yet the issue is widely ignored. The most sensible advice is to tell them to take the boat and return to the UK. While this one said, this government is just taking the absolute piece out of us. Now, we know that this evening, the Law Society of England and Wales has joined this cause. That is huge and significant. The Law Society of England and Wales is the regulatory body that regulates legal lawyers and solicitors and other legal matters in the UK. So they know the law more than everybody. So they expect this matter to go to court, that even if the government pressed ahead, this matter will still end up in court and may end up in the Supreme Court, where the justice will say it is illegal. So there is hope. Folks, we also know that Workers' Rights Center, Unison, and other unions, they are fighting on behalf of unions. Credit to those people that have been working with Unison and other people. We also know that some prominent MPs from the Labour Party and all the MPs from the Progressive Alliance, like the Green Party, Plaid Cymru, SNP, they said they are opposed to this policy. We have Labour MPs like Neil Duncan Jordan, who is very, very passionate about this issue, and he has been campaigning for this issue. We have MPs like Navrinda Nashra, Nadia Whitcomb, Tony Vaughan, and Wandan Joss, Barry Gardner. We have people like John McDonough and other Labour MPs campaigning for this issue. So if you are yet to reach out to your MP, what are you waiting for? What do you have to lose to write to your MP and make your feelings known? Explain the impact that this policy will have on you and your family. In a parliamentary democracy, the Prime Minister does not have absolute power. The Prime Minister relies on the support of his MP, and if he doesn't have it, he cannot proceed. If you see any value in this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You could be helping someone. Reach out to your MP. There are links in the description section of this video to do that. What do you think about my cultural attires? Now we have colonized Britain and we are now in control. Share this video. Peace.